In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control, even over his own will.
In my mind, a true friend never relies on another's dream. The man who would be my friend must have his own reason for living, beyond me. And he should put his heart and soul into protecting his dream. He should never hesitate to defend it, even against me. For me to call a man my friend, he must be equal to me in all respects. Princess Charlotte, is something wrong?
Please, take this. It isn't a very valuable piece, but it belonged to the former queen, my mother. It was her keepsake, you see.
I cannot accept something so precious. It wouldn't be right.
No, please, carry this with you. The Lord Stone is made of two different stones, one that is male and one that is female. It's been said that the two stones attract each other, and the bearers of the two halves will always be reunited. If I were to wear the female stone, and you were to wear the male stone, I know that you would return safely from battle. The stones would see to it. Please accept this for me.
But it's far too precious of a belonging, Princess. I must not be allowed to accept it.
But
Therefore, when I return from the battle, I will be sure to return this to you.
Never before has the war made me feel so anxious and afraid. Please, Sir Griffith, be careful. Come back to me. You there, Knight!
Yes.
Please, be sure to guard Sir Griffith well during battle.
Yes. With my very life, I swear.
Let's go.
Charlotte,
Mother,
And exactly what is it you think you're doing?
what do you mean?
Don't feign ignorance with me. You gave that man a present, didn't you?
I don't see that it's any of your concern to whom I choose to give what is mine.
Well, it is. You are a member of the royal family, dear. And the man you choose to give your gift to is common. Be aware of how that could appear to others. Be mindful of what your position represents to them.
But Mother...
You are 16 years old. You are no longer a child. Charlotte!
Looks like we're popular.
We're leading the entire advance. It's a huge responsibility.
What? Lost your nerve?
I have not.
I don't know, you're looking pretty nervous to me, Corcus.
You're shaking.
Shut up! It's because I'm excited, that's all. Where on earth is Griffith? Huh? Forward!
For me to call a man my friend, he must be equal to me in all respects.
Oh, please, not now.
What's wrong? You look pale, Casca.
It's nothing. Look there. It's beginning.
Attack! So you're that high-ranking female commander I've heard so much about.
What's it to you?
I don't like it at all. Women have no place playing at being nice. You're inferior. Men are more powerful. Women are of no use in battle.
Why not try me then? What's so funny?
You. I imagine you keep your men very warm at night.
What?
No doubt you earn such high rank by climbing into Griffith's bed. Indeed, if your charms are that deserving, I think I'd like to experience you myself. The battlefield is a sacred place. It is for men, and you desecrate it. For this, I, Lord Adon, leader of the Blue Whale Super Strong Heavy Assault Knights, will punish you!
No! Stay back!
He's too powerful. Casca!
Stay back, Tuno! I can handle him.
So you're all cowards under the thumb of a woman.
What did you say?
What's wrong? No more ground to retreat to? Oh, look at that. I don't know why you insist on dressing like a man. You're obviously an attractive woman. Well, I will give you one chance. Surrender and be my obedient captive, and I shall spare your life. And of course, by obedient captive, I mean you'll have the high honor of being my company's whore.
Son of a bitch.
I'm a son of a bitch, am I? Then you shall die by the blade of the one you hate! Commander! What the hell?
What's the matter with you?
Guts!
Captain! It's Guts!
Come on, let's fight! I need it. I have to fight until the voices stop. I want to fight until I remember nothing. Enough of your babbling. You've gotten lucky, it seems, and blocked my strike. But I doubt your luck will hold twice. Let's see if you can withstand my special strike that crushes even marble to dust. It's a secret technique passed down 140 years through the Polowitz family. The ultimate secret technique. Guns on Senpu. Oh,
Guns and Senpu. Most impressive.
Holy shit!
God, he beat that monster in 2 strikes! That's our commander. He's incredible! What's wrong? I've never seen you like this before. You have no concentration. You're gonna get yourself killed!
Hey,
Hey!
Guts, no! Guts, no! Casca!
Never again will I swim in full armor. No. Come on. She's got a fever. This is not good. If I build a fire now, it'll draw the enemy to our location. Damn it all. There's gotta be another way. It's not as though she hasn't done as much for me. Why does she have to be so difficult? What made her think that she could fight with a fever? Women. Now I understand. Must be hard, being a woman.
Guts and Casca?
Well, they fell from a very high cliff, but there was a river beneath it.
You know how Guts is. There's a chance they could have survived the fall, but
I just couldn't see where they landed.
And the captain was already injured.
There was something wrong with Casca also. We should send out a search party as soon as possible.
Lord Griffith, I'm sure you understand the objective of this battle and how important this victory is. Our main concern is conquering our enemy. We can't afford to jeopardize that goal by sending good soldiers out to rescue a couple of men.
Besides, it's obviously their own fault for recklessly fighting one-on-one, wouldn't you agree? That's not fair, and you know it!
I don't understand. Isn't one of them the captain of the Hawks Raiders and the other the famous female senior commander? Your two most skilled commanders are together, aren't they? I'm sure they can handle themselves.
That is, assuming, of course, they're still alive.
Those who dedicate their lives to another inevitably shed their own blood. Those who sacrifice themselves for hopeless love cannot help but shed tears, dreams and hopes, death and despair. By accepting and believing, will they find their reason for living? In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control, even over his own will.
Hey!
Hey!
Cut! No!
As I said before, you're free to do as you wish. You must choose which path to take, now that you know what it means to fight.
Hey.
Where am I?
You're in a cave down by the river. Lucky for us, the water broke our fall.
River?
You don't remember anything, do you? We almost drowned out there. But don't worry yourself about it. Damn it, don't get up yet. Your fever hasn't completely broken. It was the only choice I had. You were completely drenched and nearly frozen to death. What's that look for? Oh! What the hell is wrong with you? I just saved your damn life! Hey, Did you cut it out? What is your goddamn... Woman, you've gone completely insane! I hate to tell you this, but I saved your life back there! It wasn't easy dragging you out of the river, covered in armor! And you choose to thank me by throwing a knife in my head? Be thankful that you are just a woman, or I dislocate your jaw!
I don't like it at all. Women have no place playing at being nice.
You get angry too easily, and you're irrational. That's why a woman shouldn't be allowed on the battlefield. What?
I didn't choose this. I didn't. I never asked to be born a woman.
Hey, I'm sorry. What, you? You're in a hell of a mood!
Let go!
Calm down!
Let go!
I asked you to calm down. Here, put this on. I've been wearing it. Don't worry, it's already dry. Come on, don't tell me that you're still crying.
Shut up and don't look at me! This is pathetic. I never asked for your help before, and I sure as hell don't want it now.
She really hates me. So tell me, why did you join the Band of the Hawk in the first place? I'd imagine the war must be pretty rough on a woman. Not that it's any of my business, of course.
Griffith.
Huh?
Because of Griffith. I was born in a small farming village deep in the mountains. The land was barren, and the crops were meager. But that didn't keep them from taxing us heavily for the war efforts, bleeding us dry and taking what little food we had. Frequently, we would eat nothing for 3 days at a time. Each winter, many villagers died of hunger. Because we were along the border, the village itself was often involved in skirmishes. We were forced to watch as they trampled our houses and destroyed our fields, powerless to protest. It was the same in other villages. We were used to it, having to watch our lives being destroyed over and over again. For us, it was just the way life was. Then, one day, a nobleman passed through our village, and it happened that I caught his eye. The nobleman offered to take me in as his servant. At first, my father hesitated, but later he accepted the offer. I understood why my father would give me, his young youngest daughter to this noble, and I accepted it. A young girl was of little use to the family, and food would go further with less mouths to feed. However, looking back, I should have expected it. It seems so obvious to me now. It was absurd to think a nobleman would take the trouble to save a girl from a poor family out of pure kindness. Just a daydream of a naive mind. There is no choice. This is just the way things are. Thoughts like these help me deal with reality.
Do you think somehow you've been chosen by God just because you're a nobleman?
It was like a moment in a dream, unreal and divine. In his mercy, God had sent me a savior, an angel to defend me. And for a moment, that's what I honestly believed. But what the angel offered me was not the salvation I expected.
If you have something to protect, then take up the sword.
I was terrified. I don't know if he fell on the sword or if I stabbed him. Either way, I had killed the man. The stranger just looked at me knowingly and smiled. It was then that I fully understood the true depth of the lesson that I'd been given.
Griffith, we've cleared everything out.
Don't go! Please wait! What should I do now?
Do as you wish.
Please, I want to go with you!
No way. What do you take us for? We're not a band of thieves. We are collecting money and supplies so that we can raise an army. We can't be dragging women and kids along for the ride.
You won't have to! If you teach me how to use a sword, then I'll fight. I beg you.
I think she's actually serious.
Even if it means your death. As I said before, you're free to do as you wish. You must choose which path to take, now that you know what it means to fight.
It was so little. A sword and a blanket is all that he gave me. But because of that one day, my life had been altered. Instead of waiting and enduring, I now fought for what I wanted. From then on, I absolutely worshipped him. I felt as though I was in a dream. An outcast band of commoners became an invincible army. It's miraculous the way we fought. And even more, our leader was young and still innocent. And his roots were as common as our own. A miracle. That's what Griffith was to me. Somehow I managed to make myself a soldier. By then, the Hawks had become involved in a territorial dispute led by a certain local nobleman. This nobleman was well known and very wealthy. but he had an infamous and unsavory reputation due to his obvious preference of young boys. Officially, these boys were his hired servants. The truth of the matter, however, was he kept them to satisfy his urges. Their eyes were vacant and lifeless, filled with fear. I felt a chill run down my spine. Fear and hatred welled up inside me, and I was overcome with disgust because I recognized in them what could have been my fate. It was the same hand that saved me then that he put on my shoulder that day. His touch never failed to calm my nerves. We saw many battles after that day. A young boy had joined us as a soldier.
Griffith,
What's that?
they were the boy's belongings.
Griffith?
He so badly wanted to be a knight. I remember this boy well. When he looked at me, his eyes filled with wonder, as though I were a hero. Was he happy, I wonder? He died while pursuing his dream. But I think it was my dream that killed him.
I've never seen a proud man's shoulders sink so low. Before that day, I had never seen Griffith depressed. From that moment on, Griffith seemed different to me. It was a few days after we had returned from that battle, after nightfall. Griffith!
No! You cannot be serious.
Casca, why don't you join me?
Well, I'm not...
Do you think I'm disgusting?
I don't! Why were you there last night? I know! I took it the wrong way! It was something else! It was a meeting for the War Council, wasn't it? I mistook it!
No. There was no mistake.
Why would you do that with him?
For the money. Maintaining an army is quite costly. Soldiers, horses, provisions, and equipment. None of these are free. The Hawks will grow even larger, and so will their expenses. I must help my army grow, and that, I'm afraid, takes tremendous funds. So I found someone who is as interested in me as I am in his substantial fortune. So we have come to an agreement.
Even so, you can't! Why can't things just stay as they are? I know we can earn the money you need. We just have to keep winning.
That would take a tremendous amount of time, and the more battles we fight, the more people we lose.
You're thinking about that boy, aren't you, Griffith?
I'm not. I came to this conclusion rationally. Which is the lesser risk for me? Losing hundreds of my men in tens of battles? Or receiving what I need from some rich old man? Listen, Casca. I feel no responsibility to those comrades who've lost their lives in my service, because they chose to fight those battles. Just as you chose. Just as I.
Griffith?
Just as I have chosen this. But If there is one thing I can do for them, for the dead, it is to win. And keep winning until I attain my dream. A dream they clung to and risked their lives for.
Griffith, stop it!
I can't just step over the bones of the dead in order to realize it. My dream is already smeared with blood. I don't regret, I don't feel guilty, but I'd rather sacrifice myself than watch any more innocent children die in the name of my dream.
Stop it! Please, stop it!
It's all right. It was nothing.
Griffith had already recovered himself by the time he put his hand on my shoulder. But the sadness wouldn't leave me. Griffith has a dream that he refuses to abandon, while most people have forgotten about their own dreams long ago. It is grand and it is pure, but it is a heavy weight for one man to carry, no matter how noble he is. And to make such a dream a reality, one must inevitably endure terrible things. He wasn't born strong, but because of his dream, he knows that he must be. I want to be by his side during every last moment. If he dedicates himself entirely to his dream, if he has to fight to forge his dream, then I want to be a sword for him. His strength during battle. I want to play that important role in the fulfillment of his dream. And once I believe that my wish will be granted, but then you arrived. Do you even remember what he said that day on the hilltop when Griffith asked you to join us?
I want you to join us, Guts.
The way he spoke, he had never given such high praises to anyone. I was overcome with envy that day. He barely knew you, and yet he held you in such regard. I despised you. I tried to convince myself that Griffith wanted you solely for the strength you would add to the Hawks. But I see the way Griffith treats you differently. He becomes unnerved if you're in danger and acts impulsively, as if... Griffith puts his faith in you, but you can't appreciate the implications that has. And I'll never forget that because of you, because of your recklessness and your selfishness, Griffith was nearly killed. I don't care if you drop dead in the field somewhere, but if you compromise Griffith's dream, if you ruin that, I will never forgive you. Do you hear me? I can't forgive you for making Griffith change like he has. Why you? Why did he choose you of all people? Why you? Guts, what are you doing?
Hey, listen, if you ask me, they're dead by now. I mean, think about how they fell from that cliff.
So what? We get the reward money whether they're dead or alive. But what I don't understand is why Sir Adon cares so damn much about these two.
Because it's the leader of the Hawks Raiders and that female battalion commander.
Why don't we look downstream from here? The bodies may have drifted because of the current.
Good idea.
Yeah, sounds good.
Casca. Here, take this medicine. It'll lower your fever. We have no time to rest. We'll leave at nightfall.
sides you're shedding. What is that? It's just to say what is trying your crown. I'm spanning my grass, walking back to where my grass you're bedding. I'm waiting so long. I'm waiting so long. I'm waiting so long. I'm
To wield a sword is to be alive. Dreams are spun and heaped with desire. Still, something pure is being lost. One wields a sword for another. One wields a sword only for oneself. In the end, what is waiting? In the end, is there such a thing as joy?